Hi, it's a beautiful day, and I'm sitting out back on my deck, and it is gorgeous. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the wind is blowing, the trees are swaying. I cannot imagine another place that I would rather be. It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am in Atlanta, Georgia, and USA. And I have to say that because once I was in Brazil and I met this girl and she said, "Where are you from?" I said Atlanta, and she was like, "Atlanta?" She didn't had never heard of Atlanta. Then I said Atlanta, Georgia, and she said, "Oh, Georgia, Russia. There's a state in Russia called Georgia." She thought I was from Russia. So I was like, "No, I'm from the USA." And she said, "Oh, USA." She knew that, so our environment is not as big and as important as we think it is. It's only important to me, and I'm so grateful for what God has given me. I remember being in treatment and Nurse Brown said, you're going to have to learn how to live your life clean and sober. And I was like, well, what am I going to do? I said, I'm not going to smoke crack. I'm not going to do drugs, but I want to smoke a little weed and I want to drink. So what am I going to do to enjoy myself if I can't do that? She said, go to the park and look at the trees. I literally cursed her out. I don't want to look at no darn trees. What's wrong with you? But now I can sit outside and look at the trees, man, and be at peace. See, my life is what I make it. I used to think I needed other people to make me complete. I don't need anybody. It would be great. I would love to be married. I'm divorced, unfortunately, but I would love to be married and, all of that. But I don't want any more children. I got enough. But, but that's okay. What's important is how I feel about me and how I like my own company. I love me, man, and I love where I am in my life. And I want to tell young men, especially young African American men, you don't need nobody to be complete. Find out what you're good at and focus on that. Don't try to do things you're not good at. I was reading an article. I went to Barnes & Noble today, and I always read articles in Success Magazine. And I was reading this article, and it was talking about a young man named Maverick Carter. Have you ever heard of him? Maverick Carter. He's worth $15 million. He's a young man. But guess what? He was LeBron James' friend growing up, and now he's LeBron James' business manager and business partner. Okay? He's not his sports agent. He's his business partner, and he's worth $15 million. Now, granted, LeBron James is worth $300 million, but I would take the 15. So you don't have to shoot the ball. You don't have to hold the microphone. There's so many other things you can do. And when I look at young African American men, and I think about all the stuff they do to get themselves in trouble. If you could rechannel that energy, the sky would be the limit, because you already got the courage, you already got the willingness, you already got the belief that you can do something, but you need to feed yourself different type of information and do things differently. I did, and look at me. This is my house. I live in a house. This is my deck. This is my backyard. I got a neighbor, but this is mine, by myself. So don't limit yourself, man. Don't think that you need somebody else to make you complete. You don't even need a woman to make you complete. A woman would be nice, but you don't have to have it. Besides, if you get the woman without getting the knowledge, you're going to lose the woman anyway. So work on you first. DJ Quick says, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the woman. In that order. I will add a little bit. First you seek God, then you get the power, then you'll get the money, then you'll get the woman. So do what you need to do, man. I don't need anybody. I don't even, well, I'm not going to say that. I don't need anybody. I don't need nobody but God. And all the rest will be taken care of. I promise you. So please do what you need to do to make your life complete. Remember, God loves you, and so do I.